What up, peeps? Here we are. We're going live. We didn't even come at you with an intro
We
today.
didn't have no intro, man. Hey, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
yeah. So we're just coming at you with all of the stuff that's going on in the world today, man. It's unfortunate that the black and white issue, black and brown issue, the ICE issues, all these issues that we're dealing with, Mike. It's just the world is almost so unfair, and you think about it. How we grew up as kids, man. You stayed in your neighborhood, you did your thing with your neighborhood people, and all of that stuff that is going on right now, as far as the racism on both sides of the world, it's still out there happening. And then you have these things like this kid with Nolan, and it's just have taken it to another level. So what's been going on with you, Mike? And then we're going to get into this a little bit.
Oh man, just man, working out hard, man. You see me stepping it up, man. Like I said, man, we want to do some. I'm trying to get ready for something, man. I'll tell you in about 2 months if I am.
Right.
It's tough because I don't want to run. I don't want to do that running stuff. So man, and it's gonna take a lot of running. But anyway, man, the weather out here is good, man. How's y'all weather, man, and stuff out there? Is it raining?
It's hot, humid, rainy. Back to being nice for a couple of days, but sometimes it reminds me of this. Some people are gonna go, yeah, right, but like in Maui, if you go to Hawaii and those places, you wake up, it's always some little rain, and then it goes away. And here in the area that I live in Sugar Land, Texas, I feel like we're like in this little outside rim of all the storms. We get the small rains, we get all that stuff, but nothing crazy, and then it'll be here for like an hour or two, and then it's gone. Right.
And so that's good, man. Y'all don't get the big stuff like some of the other places get, man. That's good.
None of that. So we've been blessed to be living around here in this area because it's just been real nice. But man, this Nolan stuff has really got people going. I can appreciate the support that the black folks are giving, and making sure that things are set straight. I can also appreciate the fact that everybody is kind of protecting their own side in a sense. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that where you have to look at it and not think of all of the different stories that are going out there too soon. And people are creating things, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate with AI right now. It's done some of us really well, but it also has caused a lot of problems that you don't know what's real and what's not when you're looking at a video or not a real video. But this stuff that has taken place right now, man, it's real. It's real, and I feel sad for the kid. I feel sad for the family.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
With all this going on, for sure. So, what's your breakdown on some things?
Well, first of all, man, I just like to just say, man, I give my prayers, man, and condolences to the family, the Wells family, man, to lose a child, man. When everything's going good and stuff like that with him, positive young man, everything that I've heard about him. And to end his life the way his life has ended in speculation, man, is crazy. Man, I'm one man because I'm old school. I like to wait to get facts. I mean, even though when things don't look right, because on the surface, when you look at the surface, man, just looking at it from the beginning, it don't look right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, you have to always wait, man, kind of wait for the facts. And you got all these the social media news people that there a lot of them want to get. You got a lot of them that's really good, but then you got a lot of them that just put out their speculation, man, just to throw stuff out there to get more clicks, man. And that's the thing that gets me, man. So when I look at this situation, man, and I look at what happened, man, the first thing is, man, these young men went on, they all got together, supposed to be friends. They all go to this island. And the thing is, as well as Rob, if me and you go somewhere, I don't care how bad you are. I don't care if me and you get into it. You getting in the car with me and we going home. We can be mad all the way, but tomorrow we'll be better. And that's right. That's the thing that kind of bothers me more than anything. If you leave with somebody, man, I don't care. And I've been mad at people, man. Been mad at my brothers, man, at my homies, my frat brothers, even. You know what I'm saying? But we all went together. We all come back together.
Yeah, it's and when you look at the whole hindsight of it, you're thinking like, okay, what went down that would cause me to leave you anywhere, right?
Right,
Like
exactly.
what went down? I don't care what's going on. What went down that would really make me want to cause to leave you? And so, of course, if I show up without you, they're gonna go, Rob, that ain't right, man.
Right,
What happened?
yeah,
Why'd you leave him out there? You know what I mean? So you got to have a really, really honest answer for that, and not all these little speculations that we've been hearing about. With his having his phone, and you and I both know that kids don't go anywhere without their phone,
right,
especially if they say, "I'm going to stay here. I'll catch a ride with
right,
someone
right.
else."
And
The
people
phone, the
saying,
phone's
yeah.
going to be there,
And
right?
people are saying, well, because they're I understand they leave their phones on the boat when they go out in the water and stuff. But if I'm
Yeah,
staying, my
yeah,
phone, he ain't in
yeah.
the water no
Toss
more.
me
I'm
my
not in.
phone.
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
hey,
toss
give
me
me my
my
phone,
phone.
homeboy. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
Rob. Hey, Rob.
yeah,
I'm going because they said he was going with this girl. Hey, Rob, I'm finna
yeah,
hang out with this girl, but I need to know your
yeah,
location. Hey, man, here's your phone.
yeah,
Give me my phone, man, so I can get a hold of whoever I need to
yeah.
get a hold of. So that's another thing, man.
Absolutely.
That's kind of sketchy, man,
Yeah.
on that, man.
It's just that whole thing right there is sketchy. Number one. The other thing that I see kind of weird is that I guess now all of a sudden the Coast Guard and whomever they called has changed their remarks that, oh yeah, they did call us. Now that's a problem. That's
Yeah,
only causing a deeper hole
yeah,
because you said you didn't, and no one ever called you, and you never got a report.
right.
And then, of course, people start looking at the fact that, okay, well, this one of these kids' mother, the judge, all she got to do is make a call, just like Donald Trump did for the FIFA game, and
I
call and make a
know.
call, and
For
change the
real.
whole mindset of
Change the
everything,
whole
right?
ball. Yeah, change the
So,
whole mind ball
and
game, man.
yeah, yeah, and so with that happening, it causes more confusion,
Yeah.
and people are like, going, wait a minute, the dad shows up for the phone because he has a tracker on it. And the kids didn't know that it was still on or whatever the case may be.
Right,
And then they said
right,
there is no phone and we don't have
right,
keys. And then all of a sudden
right.
now we got keys. And so all of that
Yep,
keeps putting dirt on them. And they're hiding, but they don't realize the dirt is telling everybody exactly where they are. So
exactly.
everything is still an assumption out there, but there are so much things that are
Right.
leading factors that you look at and you kind of go, well, if you left him, why would you say you didn't have his phone? And if you
Yeah.
left him, why would you say you didn't have his keys? And then, oh yeah, we do have it. So
They
all
had
those
all
things
that. They
just,
had the, yeah, they had the
yeah,
keys
all those
and
things
all. Well, yeah, but the house.
cause speculation. It just all those things cause speculation. And I know you were sharing that you had seen something, and we said we wasn't going to get into all of the mystery theories
Mhm.
out there, but you had mentioned that they was all at a party
Yeah,
at the
it
house.
was a thing that came out, man, today, man, and it was on several outlets, man. And this was the lawyer that put this out. This was like their lawyer put it out, and they trying to make sure that it was July 4th as well. It was a pool party, and allegedly all those young men were there because it was at one of their house. And He was there at the party, man. I have a picture, a video of it. It's going around. It's one of his classmates that were pretty close to him. So because they call him No No, that was his nickname, I guess. So they called him No No. And they so many things that's going out there, man, and it's not AI. It's definitely a real video that's out because Ben Crump was not going to put nothing out that's phony like that. He's not going to put that out in the
Yeah,
media. But my other thing is not only that, the phone. How did all the stuff he ain't gonna delete his stuff off his phone,
yeah,
the messages and stuff like that because one, he didn't have the phone,
yeah,
so and his parents said he was real active on Snapchat because that's what the young kids is not active on all the time. It was deleted. You
right.
know, there's just so many things, man, that make you scratch your head. You know,
Yeah,
we older. We don't look at it, but we know, and you have to throw it out there, even though we don't want to. It's the South. It's
yeah, yeah,
it's the South, and it's always been some things that have happened, man. And I'm hoping that it was nothing happened, wasn't no racial stuff or whatever, any of the stuff that we first speculate. I just hope, man, that they get a true, honest story. And if something happened and somebody did something to them, they get real justice, man. Because we see a lot of times, man, when our people are involved in stuff like that, man, the justice just don't happen for us like it should happen for us.
Well, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what you think if it was 3 black kids and a white kid, the black kids show up with the same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You think they'll be running around?
No, they be in jail.
Right
now. They're guilty until proven innocent. And people can come at us and say what they want to say, but they know in today's climate, those 3 black boys, man, young men would be already found guilty, and they ready to give them time without even a trial, without even anything else. You know that as well as I know it. And so that's why I said being treated fairly. Hopefully, when I get all the facts, and if it's true that something happened, they did something, that hey, true justice is served. None of this other stuff, because man, it happens, and that's and we see it every day. Every day,
absolutely,
we see how unfair the justice system, how unfair it is to people of color.
That's right, and it's blatant. Number one. Number 2, it's sad. Number 3, as long as we've been on Earth right now, things have changed so slightly that you don't really notice the change. Mm-hmm. It's just that a lot of people are silent about it, and they just won't come out and say something negative to your face because they know the opposite will be a little bit different than back in the day. In your face. Things change. Yeah, things change real fast.
FR.
Yeah. And so it will definitely be different. So I just think now that what goes around comes around. Traditional history continues. Even though you may kill some of the roots, there's other roots that will still cause that tree to continue to grow. And that's constant watering of it. We can see it from our upper government all the way down to the lower Exactly. It's just there. And so what I would say to people out there in general, I mean, I got 2 boys too, mixed relations, but what I would say is that make sure even more now when you know that your kids are going out with a multi-race, whether it's white, Mexican, black, and brown, that you know which of those groups that they're going out with. And it's almost to the point now where you got to be almost anal about kids going out in general.
Yeah.
You got to go, no. I mean, it's kind of sorry. Crazy things are happening, and your friends may be your friends amongst you on the football team, but you leave. Things turn different when they get a lot of alcohol. We know how people emotionally change when they get drinks in them, and they say things that they meant to say when they were sober, but they use the alcohol instead. Yeah. And so you just got to be careful. And
alcohol and drugs they say it's a truth, definitely a truth serum.
Yeah. So it's a world out there right now that is storming, almost just as bad as did when Floyd went down.
And people always ask me, because I grew up in LA, Rob, and I don't like going back to it, but it's the climate today. It's still the same. Rodney King was probably one of the first people to see African American man, what happened. And the thing is, if nobody would have had a camera that day, how much longer would that have went on? And people would ask me, I said, I used to walk by, and because I was taught to not look a police officer, if he was arresting somebody or doing something, don't look at him in their face, because the way they would talk to you and stuff like that. I would see people get beat all the time. It just happened at that time. Somebody had a camera, and and now with the social media, I know somewhere somebody has something about this young man that's going to really mean something, and that's going to really help. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, man, that will come out, man, and help this family, man. Because they definitely need closure, man. They definitely need closure.
Yeah, and it was very surprising for me to see the mother and the father come on TV and was really in control of their emotions and just getting their point across about things. Which hats off to them, because I don't know if
Yeah.
I would have the same width about me to be so calm about that. But that's a family that has faith and believing in God that things are going to all work out
Right.
for whatever reason these things happen. And we go through trials and tribulations and stuff like that. And God always said that I'm there for you, but it's not going to be like you won't have issues. You won't deal with things.
Exactly.
And
That's
so it's amazing, man, that when we look at TV now and we hear of all of the negative and it's still going on, but yet you look at every commercial, you look at every movie, there's a black and a white and a mixed racial
Oh
family
man,
and all of this stuff. It's just
yeah,
almost too much.
yeah.
It's
And
almost
like
too
we
much
said,
to
like I
prove a
said,
point.
we've
Yeah.
seen it where
Yeah.
it's been totally one, and now it's just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
everything. They throw
Yeah.
everything on there now. So
Yeah. And I
that's
just think it's not about it's just I don't think it's about even trying to make things better. And this is me being a devil's advocate, but I think it's more of it's a process, a political thing. Like we need to show this so that things can calm down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And to the point that
people think this is the way our world really works, but it's not.
it's not that way at all. And so you can only appreciate the effort of the people who are out there trying to create some positive, showing black and white together and doing all that stuff. But there's the ones out there who probably turn their TV off because of it and don't even look at it. And it's out there. So we just gotta in football, what they say, keep your head on the swivel. You got to keep your head on the swivel because you don't know who really your friends are.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I said. We got to keep your circle small. And I've said it all the time. You see me put it on my thing. There's always a Judas in your circle.
Yeah.
Because Jesus had one. So if Jesus had one, you might have two.
Yeah. And we always say around here is that our circle is small, but our vision is clear. So I know I know exactly who's in my corner and who's not. And yeah. And so I just stand and observe people from afar. I listen more than I talk. And when it's my turn to talk, I'm going to be defiant and straight to the point. But I will listen first because people, you can listen to them talk and realize that this person ain't all he's saying.
Like your grandma used to say,
those ones where it said, "Oh, it was a joke. It was a joke." No, it ain't no joke, bro. This is who you really are. Yeah, this is who you are.
That's who you are.
Yeah. So
hide that. Yeah,
man. So like you said in the earlier part of the show, man, prayers to the family. And prayers to the white family too. That they will, really come out and tell the truth of what happened, whether they were involved or not. That they was afraid. They left him there because they was afraid of getting their ass kicked. So they took off and left him there. And the people who kicked our ass kicked his ass and must have killed him. You know what I mean? His phone and stuff was on our boat because it was there because we was about ready to leave. But so we was running and didn't even think about phones and all of that stuff. But like I said, when you're panicky, man, it makes you create shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just like I said, like we said earlier, we just want real justice and truth to come out. So this family, man, that wasn't bothering anybody, man, that didn't that had a tragic loss of their son can get some closure. Can get some closure. It's not gonna heal them, but they still need closure to this. And they need to know exactly what happened. So hopefully all these outside people that they're bringing in, hopefully that'll help because the internal people, man, especially with the people how they were, that wasn't gonna cut it for anybody, man. So if they can, like they say, don't leave any stone unturned and do the right thing, then hey, everything will go okay. But if they don't, it's not gonna be good.
And people, this last thing I want to say about this is, don't let your emotions get too caught up to where it's now becoming part of your circle that you have right now. and and you're looking at them differently, and you're doing all that stuff. I remember, Mike, when we grew up. I know, right? when we grew up, man, Roots came out, right?
Roots, man,
and man, we would go to school. You could go to school, and people who we really know was our friends, they was like afraid to talk to us and shit, thinking we was gonna come in and go off on them. But it's crazy, man. But just remember and think about the people who you're around, where you're at, what's going on. And don't get caught up. It could be something completely different. It don't have to be a life or death. It'd just be going to jail because you was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Man. That's it.
Yeah.
It happens, man. It happens. But
like
I said, man, prayers out to the family, man. We hope everything turns out truthfully. True justice is served, and
that's
people right. and everything comes to light. If people that have anything that's worth turning in, make sure you turn it in. Don't hold on to it and try to, give it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they can do something with it. But anyway, man, with that, Rob, man, I just wish this family the best. And like I said, I'm praying.
Absolutely.
I'm praying. Hey, every night, man, I'm gonna tell you this. Believe it or not, when I say my prayers at night, man, I even say I pray for our leaders. I pray for our president. I pray that he does a better job, that he opens his eyes and tries to bring the nation together. I'll say that prayer every night, man.
Yeah. And we talked about that.
Yeah.
We talked about that this morning in Bible study at church about, praying for people. And even though you're kind of disliking what they do, you want to pray for them. But, a lot of times that prayer leads right back to yourself, meaning that it's your way of going, okay, I got to relieve this and not let it angst me so much to where it makes me better for praying by releasing it.
Exactly.
And so, so that's a good point. And man, it's our world and we're living in it, and we just got to figure out, what's our next steps to make things better.
Right.
All right, peeps. Well, then, if you guys want to go in later and give some comments and let me and Mike know what you think, we'll come back on next week. And, we have a special guest, though, right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And so we will just continue to answer questions, but we do have a special guest coming. I'm going to let Mike tell you a little bit about that. And then we're going to just ask you guys to make sure you subscribe, like, comment, keep pushing us up so we can keep bringing you information that Mike and I just sharing our opinions with, and also bringing expert people on to share their ideas and thoughts. Mike?
Yeah, our special guest next week, man, Dr. Leslie. She's a hormone specialist, man. So she treats people, man. I have a few clients that works with me and work with her. And the thing is, when she talks about GLPs and all kind of other stuff like that, the peptides, her thing is, man, she leads by example. She makes sure if everybody's on GLPs, that they're checking in, they're doing their BMI, they're getting their levels checked, they're doing their blood work, and they're working out and eating their protein. So we're gonna have a doctor on here that really believes in these things, but hey, it's practice what you preach. And she does, hey, if you're not doing what you need to be doing, she takes you off of it. So
wow. So she's overseeing what they're doing, and if they don't follow the protocol, they're out.
Exactly.
There you go.
Instead of just handing stuff out like that. She's good too, man. And I'll probably see her again Saturday, because I'll go out there and I do a little group training stuff. And she'll be out there. She works out, man. She does everything. So man, she's a awesome lady, man. I think it's a great guest because she likes working out. She's a former athlete as well. So the things that we can talk about coincides and menopause, all that stuff for the ladies, man. She'll talk about all that stuff too as well.
Awesome. All right, peeps. So then I think we're gonna come in a little earlier though next Sunday.
No, we'll be 6. We'll be 6.
Oh, same time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be same time.
All right. Well, cool. We'll see you guys next Sunday at 8 p.m. Central and 6 p.m. Pacific, and we will have our doctor / trainer / lead by example / all of that. It's going to share their stories with us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Well, peace out, Mike. I'll see you. We'll talk in a week and go from there.
You got it.
All right. Peace.
Like.